Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Martin and today's video of Tower Sim 3. We're going to go back to Melbourne Airport in Australia. If you've not seen any of the other episodes, please do check them out on the channel. There will be a link in the description to the last episode as well. As always, if you do like the content, please do like and subscribe and please do hit that thumbs up. And if you do have any questions, comments or feedback throughout the video, then please do drop them in the comments. Cool. So into this one then, going back to Melbourne. I've only played this airport once on the channel. It's an airport by Ninja's Design and quite a nice one to be fair. We played it in more of a evening session last time, which you can see we set it up at 6 PM. For today's stint, we're going to go and play at 11 AM, so it's going to be a little bit more of a brighter daytime one, whereas last time it was more sunsetty and night. But we're just going to be using my custom schedule. I'm going to mix things up and use runway 3-4 this time. So last time we used the other runways and used both. With today's video, we're going to use 3-4. We're also going to try and get some stuff off 0-9 as well, just to mix things up a little bit. The schedule is pretty much as busy as last time. I'll kind of explain that as we get into it a little bit more. We'll preload, I'll tell you what, we'll just preload the 1 hour in today, and we'll try and get through the whole of this hour. I think there's 88 movements in it. And as I said, yeah, we'll load it into clear weather, and hopefully it's a nice one to go into. So schedule-wise, this is what we're going to be playing. It's basically just a bumped-up version of the Ninja's Design database. Last time we played the 6 PM hour, you can see here, we had just over 80 movements with a few GA. Today we have 88, but when you split it down into what it is, there's less arrivals in this one because we're splitting it 70-30, which is why I've only preloaded 1 hour in just to make sure we have enough gates for the departures. We might get a few kind of cancelled flights and things like that, but 60 departures is pretty much quite tough to get out, especially when you're going to land the aircraft as well. But yeah, it gives us, I think, 27 arrivals and 61 departures. So 27 arrivals is going to be interesting to try and get out as it is. We'll get everything set up by pausing and setting everything up as usual. So we'll get the meal going. Very nice and pretty. We're gonna have a quick look what we've got, but yeah, as I said, we'll probably gonna do so we're using 3-4 and 0-9 today. I think what we might have to do is, let me just go into here. What a second. I'm gonna open up 0-9 just for the smaller stuff. Just in case we need it. Again, we shouldn't get any like smaller stuff because there's no GA in the schedule, and we're probably gonna have to run at 3 nautical miles as well. So that might be quite tough to get our departures out. We'll see how we get on. As I said, cameras wise, we have F7 here. We've got a nice F8 camera above the tower. Sorry, above the terminal. You can see quite a lot of stuff around here, so plenty of Qantas. Is that a retro Qantas? Nice. I'll just quickly check if there's any cancelled flights. There's 2 cancelled flights, which isn't too bad. They look like one's a Singapore, one's a Jetstar, so I can understand the Singapore probably just can't fit in there, but we've already got a Singapore, so that's not too bad. Plenty of open gates down here. There's a few cargo planes and stuff. Actually, no, there's not plenty because we're going to need our arrivals, so there's not that many. Don't know if anything will park down there. That's more of a kind of, what do we call it? Maintenance area, I think. Don't know if any cargo do park down there, but yeah, we've kind of got everything from an F8 perspective from that camera. And as I said, there's stuff down here, but I don't think that should affect us today. I'll probably play from F8 if I'm completely honest, just so we can keep an eye on all of the terminal and everything like that. We do get a nice view of everything from here, so we'll get a nice screenshot of that. And then I'll kind of explain what we're going to do from a taxiway perspective, and then let's get straight into it. So, taxiways. What we're going to be doing for departures is sending them all the way down Alpha, and they'll take Kilo for 3-4. Some of the shorter stuff, well, smaller planes can take with Juliet. And then arrivals are going to come in on 3-4 and hopefully vacate at Foxtrot or Echo. And then we'll bring them guys kind of straight down here as well. And then if we do get too busy, what we'll probably do is send some stuff over to 0-9 for departure. There'll probably be more of the stuff up here. And we'll send them guys down Echo to 0-9. Obviously, we'll have to hold them short of Alpha, make sure our arrivals don't interfere with that. The rest of the stuff will come down here. That's going to be the plan. It shouldn't be too complicated in terms of how things work. We're quite looking forward to playing this. As I said, it's been quite a while since I played it, and I only played it once. And we did use we used these runways up here, so it was a little bit easier with the crossings using 1.6 and 2.7. But yeah, I was hoping we'll kind of see how we do in terms of arrivals, because we're obviously going to have to try and squeeze our departures out in between 3 nautical mile separation of arrivals. So hopefully we just get the right gaps to get things out.
Ground team Air 5048 with information Romeo.
Here's our first departure. Okay. Team Air 5048, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Team Air 5048.
For heavies wise, we have got a special Hainan with it. Oh no, it's a Shenzhen anyway. That's a cool livery, isn't it? Got a shadow on it. Got a few heavy Qantas, a couple of Emirates, the Virgin, and oh, nice.
Emirates 8761 heavy with information Romeo.
I'm gonna push you facing north, I think. Emirates 8761 heavy, pushback approved, facing north. Just so we can swing him straight back round. Actually, I don't think he can go in there. Emirates 8761 heavy, pull back to the gates. Emirates 8761 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Don't even know if he can fit down that taxiway.
Pull back to the gate. Emirates 8761.
Oh yeah, easily. That's me. Things right. It's alright, we'll bring them down here anyway and just
property error. Emirates 8761.
don't know whether there's any kind of like taxiway code restrictions anywhere. Probably just up here maybe.
6907 heavy with information Romeo requesting push and start.
That's 60.3, so they're not too bad. These might be 36 over here. No, they can all do that. That's fine. Who else was asking for Malaysian? Malaysian 697 heavy, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved facing north. Malaysian 6907 heavy.
Oh, don't know if he's going to actually end up pushing back into him.
748 with information Romeo requesting push and start.
This is busy already. Velocity 748, pushback approved, facing west. Team Air 5048, runway 34 via Alpha.
Pushback approved facing west. Velocity 748.
They probably are going to taxi a little bit slower down Alpha just while they get past them gates. But yeah, that's what it is. Emirates 8761 heavy, pushback approved, facing north. Pushing back guys. Again. Qantas 7630 heavy, pushback approved, facing west. I just never think they're going to have enough room, but there's actually loads of room there. So it's just confusing. We'll see how these guys taxi down here. Is that going to be able to fit a heavy down there? They should be able to, yeah. Got Rex coming in. Rex 2850, runway 34, cleared to land.
Runway 34 cleared to land. Rex 2850.
Qantas 88, pushback approved, facing north. We're going to send him across to runway 09, I think.
Pushback approved facing north. Qantas 88.
That cargo. Yeah, they're all cargo then, aren't they? Velocity 748, runway 34 at Juliet via Alpha.
Runway 34 at Juliet via Alpha. Velocity
6817, pushback approved, facing north. I'm going to send him across to 09er as well, I think.
Pushback approved facing north. Velocity 6817.
Malaysian 697 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Tango and Echo Tango. Emirates 8761 heavy, runway 34 via Victor Juliet Alpha. I'm meant to push him south.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Tango and Echo Tango. Malaysian 697 heavy.
I don't know why he's going all the way down to Sierra. We'll figure that out in a minute.
Tower, Team Air 3327 on final 34.
Qantas 7630 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Tango and Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Tango and Alpha. Qantas 7630 heavy.
They do taxi a little bit slower down there, but the problem is our arrivals are going to be coming off here.
Ground Emirates 8761 heavy, ready to taxi.
How's the can come after as well?
Ground Qantas 88 ready to taxi.
Qantas 7630 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor. Malaysian 697 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor.
Taxi and hold at the intersection.
Qantas 88, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Qantas 3303, pushback approved facing north.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Victor.
Yeah, he's going down there now.
697 heavy.
I don't think we get that extra little bit over there. Probably used because, like, I don't know, holding. Everything just goes down kilo, I think. We're not going to have time to get him out, so we'll just have to wait.
Pushback approved facing north. Qantas.
Velocity 6817, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo via Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Echo via Alpha velocity.
He should be coming off of Foxtrot, so that should be fine. So velocity 6817, runway 09 via Echo.
Runway 09 via Echo velocity 60.
Emirates 7705 heavy, pushback approved facing west. Emirates 8761 heavy, hold position. Yeah, ideally we're going to have to send them down that way, aren't we?
Pushback approved facing west, Emirates 7705 heavy.
Yeah, there's not a taxiway that leads all the way down, isn't there? We might have to hold
Emirates 8761 heavy.
based off of that arrival because he's coming in a lot quicker, so...
Tower, Qantas 90163.
Qantas 7630 heavy, hold position. Just in case this Rex comes off here. Emirates 8761 heavy, runway 34 via Juliet Alpha.
Runway 34 via Juliet Alpha. Emirates 8761 heavy.
Rex 2850, exit at taxiway Juliet. I don't think he can.
Negative. Unable to land to this runway. The runway is too short for landing. Rex 2850.
He might be going around then. Where's he going? Oh no. Velocity 748. Oh no, I messed up already. I sent him at Juliet, didn't mean to.
Ground, Qantas 3303, ready to taxi.
My bad. We'll just ignore that.
Ground Qantas 88 with information Romeo. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 7630 heavy, runway 34 via Juliet Alpha. Malaysian 697 heavy, runway 34 via Juliet Alpha. Emo 3327, runway 34 cleared to land. Emo 3175, pushback approved facing west. Qantas 3303, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo.
Runway 34 via Juliet Alpha. Malaysian 697 heavy.
Emirates 7705 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor.
Runway 34 clear to land. Team Air 3327.
Team Air 3327, exit at taxiway Foxtrot.
Pushback approved facing west. Team Air 3175.
I really need him to exit at taxiway Foxtrot because I've got velocity holding at Echo.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Echo and Alpha by Echo. Qantas 3303.
Yeah, it should be able to. Rex 2850, taxi to ramp via Alpha. Velocity 6817, cross runway 34. Qantas 90163, runway 34, cleared to land. Qantas 9742, pushback approved facing north. Lima 3327, taxi to ramp via Alpha Golf.
Cross runway 34, velocity 6817.
Velocity 6817, runway 09, line up and wait.
Runway 34, cleared to land. Qantas 90163.
Emirates 7705 heavy, runway 34 via Victor Juliet Alpha. Lima 5048, runway 34, line up and wait.
Pushback approved, facing north. Qantas 90742. Taxi to ramp by
Lima 3175, runway 34 via Sierra.
runway 09.
Emirates and wait then. Hold it now, it's fine. Emirates 7705 heavy, runway 34 via Juliet Alpha. Lima 3175, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey.
Runway 34, line up and wait. TM.
Qantas 88, runway 09 via Echo. Qantas 3303, runway 09 via Echo. Lima 5048, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Emirates 8761 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 3450, QA 3175.
Qantas 90163, taxi to terminal via Tango.
Runway 34 via Juliet Alpha, Emirates 7705 heavy.
Velocity 5, Velocity 5990, pushback approved facing west.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Sierra and Whiskey. TM 3175.
Then you get velocity going next with these two crossing, I think. Qantas 9742, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Velocity 6817, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 88, cross runway 34. Qantas 3303, cross runway 34. Q-Link 392, pushback approved, facing north. Q-Link 1903, pushback approved, facing north. These arrivals seem to be slow. Lima 3674, pushback approved, facing south. Yeah, our arrivals don't seem to be right at the minute, because the arrival that's coming in
On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. TM 5048.
is like 10 minutes late already.
Runway 34, line up and wait. Emirates 8761 heavy.
Refer towards the end of the schedule. There's only one arrival after 45, so
Taxi to terminal, wide taxi.
Emirates 8761 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 7630 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait. Lima 3175, runway 34 via Kilo. Shenzhen 356 heavy, pushback approved, facing west. Shenzhen 356 heavy, pushback approved, facing west. Qantas 88, runway 09, line up and wait. Q-Link 392, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Velocity 5990, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra. Qantas 7630 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 09 are clear for immediate takeoff.
Q-Link 1903, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo.
Cross runway 34, Qantas 88.
Lima 3674. Still waiting.
cross runway 34.
Jetstar 90248, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Okay, that's fine. Qantas 9742, runways are on 9 via Echo. Fine.
Pushback approved facing north.
Lima 3674, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Juliet.
Pushback approved facing north. Q-Link 1903.
There goes the Qantas. He's off to Singapore.
Pushback approved facing south. Team Air 3674.
We're going to get Qantas 88 going as soon as he's touched down.
Runway 34 clear.
Malaysian 697 heavy, runway 34, line up and wet.
Runway 34, line up and wait. Qantas 7630 heavy. Runway 34, right kilo. Team Air 3175.
Qantas 1436, pushback approved facing north. As soon as he's down, we'll get Qantas 88 going.
Air 356 heavy.
He's coming off of Foxtrot anyway, so Qantas 88, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 9742, cross runway 34.
Pushback approved.
Qantas 3303, runway 09er, line up and wait. Probably shouldn't do that, but there's no one on arrival anyway.
Line up and wait. Qantas 88.
Jetstar 90248, taxi to terminal via Alpha. He's going in there. Velocity 2419, pushback approved facing west. Malaysian 697 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 5990, runway 34 via Kilo.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Echo and Alpha via Echo. Q-Link 3902.
We're just going to wait for him to come down Alpha, and we'll get this guy moving down Victor, I think.
Velocity 59090.
Okay. Emo 6161, runway 34, clear to land, exit to taxiway Foxtrot. Yeah. Q-Link 392, runway 09er via Echo. Q-Link 1903, runway 09er via Echo. Try and get them both across if we can.
Runway 34 clear for immediate takeoff. Origin altitude 1000. Contact departure. Qantas 7630 heavy.
Shenzhen 356 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor. There's a beautiful Malaysian 350 off the Kuala Lumpur.
Q-Link 1903.
Sorry, it's a 330-900 that actually. Yeah, this you can tell.
Runway 34 clear to land. Exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Jetstar 90248.
Lima 3674, runway 34. Emirates 7705 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 09er. Qantas 9742. Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Juliet.
Q-Link 392, cross runway 34. Q-Link 392, cross runway 34. Q-Link 1903, cross runway 34. Qantas 3303, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 3303, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff. He's going to have to wait now. I'm not there to get him out.
Runway 34. Line up and wait. Malaysian 6.
Emirates 7705 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. That's because I said 34 rather than 09er. Team 6161, taxi to ramp via Alpha Golf, hold short of uniform. Velocity 2419, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra. Velocity 2419, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Juliet via Alpha. I forgot Sierra doesn't go down there.
Runway 09.
Velocity 2760, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot.
Cross runway 34. Qantas 9742.
This might be a little bit closer than we expected.
runway 09er.
1
Line
minutes.
up and wait. Qantas 3303.
Come on. There he goes. In time. Lima 3175, runway 34, line up and wait. Qantas 1436, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Qantas 8997, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved, facing west. Velocity 2419.
Qantas 3303, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 9742, runway 09, line up and wait. Air China 792, heavy pushback approved, facing west. Velocity 2760, taxi to ramp via Alpha.
Runway 34, clear for immediate takeoff. Reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Malaysian 697 heavy.
Try and get another one off 09 if we can. Velocity 2419, runway 34 via Alpha. Timo 3175, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34, clear to land.
Timo 6161, continue taxi.
161.
Runway 09er via Echo. Q-Link 39er 2.
Yeah, they can just fit on our runway, so we're good with the 73s.
Runway 09er via Echo, Q-Link 1903. Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Victor and Juliet.
I'll get Shenzhen moving in a second. Try and get another Qantas out if we can.
Runway 34, team Air 3674.
Runway
Qantas 9742, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 392, runway 09, line up and wait.
cross runway 34. Q-Link 39er 2.
Qantas 8997, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Sichuan 8014 heavy, pushback approved, facing north. Air China 792 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor. Air China 729 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor. Jetstar 7305, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Qantas 1436, runway 09 via Echo, cross runway 34. Velocity 5990, runway 34, line up and wait. Shenzhen 356 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha. Qantas 8179 heavy, pushback approved, facing west.
Check out our fill map. We're on our local traffic. Our destination is Sydney Airport. Qantas 3303.
Yeah, okay, whatever. He's coming off at Foxtrot, so we can get him straight across.
Runway 34 cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
Q-Link 392, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 1903, runway 09, line up and wait. There's Jetstar coming. Jetstar 7305, taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee. Still there.
Taxi to ramp by Alpha Golf, hold short of taxiway uniform, team Air 6161.
Qantas 8997, runway 09 via Echo.
50, velocity 2419.
Velocity 5990, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Let's have a look at the arrivals again. So the one on approach is 15 minutes late,
Alpha and Juliet.
but then we've got one there.
Velocity 2419.
It's going to even itself out, I think, with the arrivals.
Runway 34, clear to land. Exit at
Sichuan 8014 heavy, runway 34 via Tango Alpha. Air China 792 Heavy, runway 34 via Juliet Alpha.
Runway 34, line up and wait. T-Wave 3175.
Jetstar 6185, pushback approved facing west. Velocity 5460, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot.
Taxi, hold at the intersection of taxiway Echo and Alpha via Echo.
Qantas 2568, pushback approved facing north. Qantas 4020, pushback approved facing north. Teamer 3674, runway 34, line up and wait. We've got someone coming in on 09er, so we're going to have to be careful.
Runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude.
Might not be able to get them
Contact
out.
departure, Qantas 3303.
It's going to be a course. Q-Link 1903, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 1903, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff. Qantas 8997, cross runway 34. This could be a go around.
Taxi Giraffe via Alpha, velocity 270.
Velocity 5460. Taxi to ramp via Tango Alpha. Demo 3674, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Should be alright.
Runway 34 cleared for immediate takeoff. Reaching
Qantas 1436, runway 09er, line up and wait.
continue taxi. Team Air 6161.
We'll be able to get him out.
Runway 09er cleared for immediate takeoff. Reaching
Jetstar's
altitude
going in
1000.
there, so
Contact departure.
Jetstar 8675, pushback approved facing west. Velocity 2168, pushback approved facing west. Velocity 9994, runway 34, cleared to land. Exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Velocity 2419, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 09.
Qantas 2568, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Qantas 4020, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo.
Taxi hold at the intersection of taxiway Echo and Alpha via Echo. Qantas 8997.
Velocity 2168, pushback approved, facing west. Jetstar 6185, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra. Qantas 1436, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 8997, runway 09er, line up and wait. Qantas 8179 Heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor.
Pushback approved facing north.
Velocity 9994, taxi to ramp via Tango Alpha. Velocity 2419, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Shenzhen 356 Heavy, runway 34, line up and wait. Qantas 2568, runway 09er via Echo. Dynasty 9534 Heavy, pushback approved, facing west.
Runway 34 cleared.
Get all these guys moving in a minute.
305.
Demo 5083, pushback approved, facing south. He's coming
Runway
into
09
here.
by Echo, cross runway 34, Qantas 1436.
Got Qantas moving. Qantas 8997. Runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 2568, cross runway 34. Qantas 4020, runway 09 via Echo, cross runway 34.
Runway 34, line up and wait, velocity 599.
Velocity 2168, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Juliet via Juliet. Nope. Velocity 2168, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra. Jetstar H695, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra.
Runway 34 via Alpha.
Rex 9924, runway 09, cleared to land.
Pushback approved facing west. Qantas 8179er heavy.
He should be crossing. Q link 1876, pushback approved, facing north. Jetstar 3799, pushback approved, facing west. Velocity 3534, pushback approved, facing west. Qantas 8179 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha Juliet.
Runway 09er, cleared for immediate
Qantas 2568, runway 09, line up and wait. Dynasty 9534 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Juliet via Victor. Qantas 8179 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha. Yankee, Jetstar 7305.
Link 804, pushback approved, facing south. Shenzhen 356 heavy, runway actually 1 minute. Make sure.
Runway 09 via Echo. Qantas 8997.
Jetstar's there. Shenzhen 356 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Kimo 5083, taxi to the intersection of Yankee and Alpha. That was my bad. Qantas 4875, pushback approved, facing south. Rex 9924, taxi to ramp via Victor Yankee. Hold short of Alpha. Qantas 7457, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Rex 9924, hold short of Echo. Q link 1876, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo.
Runway 34 via Juliet. Alpha. Air China 729.
Jetstar 3799, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra. Air China 729 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Pushback approved facing west. Jetstar 6185.
Q link 7041, pushback approved, facing north.
Runway 34 clear to land. Exit at taxiway Foxtrot.
Jetstar 6185, runway 34. Velocity 2168, runway 34.
Pushback approved facing north. Qantas 2568.
We've got two really close
Pushback approved
arrivals.
facing north. Qantas 4020.
Air China 729 heavy, runway 34. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 8695, runway 34. Okay. Velocity 7708, pushback approved, facing west. Where are you going? Qantas 7457, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Uniform via Alpha. Never mind. Qantas 7457, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Uniform via Victor Uniform. Come on. Qantas 7457, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Yankee via Uniform Alpha. Q-Link 54, runway 34, clear to land. Qantas 7457, hold position.
Runway 09
He's just going. He's just not letting me do anything with him. Link 54 exit the taxiway Foxtrot. I don't think we're going to be able to get a departure out because of how slow he's going. What are you? Jetx. We're going to get these guys moving first. You can just wait behind them guys. Q-Link 7041 taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. We're not going to be able to get another departure out either because these guys are coming in hot now. I need to get him off at Juliet. Link 804 runway 34 at Juliet. Should be able to fit past Dynasty there, there's plenty of room. Qantas 8482, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Velocity 7708, taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra. Get some more launches going now. Sichuan 8014 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait. Okay. Q-Link 54, taxi to ramp via Tango.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway 0 and Whiskey via Sierra. Jetstar 6185.
We'll get him rolling now. Qantas 2568, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 4020, runway 09er, line up and wait. We'll get Rex down here as well. Rex 9924 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Yankee via Tango Alpha. Rex 9924 hold position. Qantas 8482 taxi to terminal via Tango. Sichuan 8014 heavy, runway 34 cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Lima 5083 taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Yankee Sierra.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Victor and Juliet via Victor, Qantas 8179 ahead.
Qantas 4875 taxi to the intersection of Sierra and Whiskey via Alpha Juliet Sierra. I need to just get that arrival moving.
Taxi to Rapid Tango FM velocity 994.
Rex 9924 continue taxi. Jetstar 1995 runway 34 cleared to land, exit to taxiway Foxtrot. Qantas 8179 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34, line up and wait.
Qantas 4875 hold position. I'm going to try and get this a link out as well, I think. Link 804 runway 34, line up and wait. Qantas 4020, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. We'll get him moving.
Pushback approved facing south, team air 5083.
Dynasty 9534 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha. Dynasty 9534 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha. Blink 804, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 1876, runway 09er via Echo. Q-Link 7041, runway 09er via Echo. Jetstar 1995. Jetstar 1995 taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Uniform via Tango Alpha.
Cross runway 34, Qantas 2568.
Qantas 4875, continue taxi. Qantas 817 Nana Heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Link 804, turn right, heading 090.
Runway 09 via Echo, cross runway 34, Kansas 4020.
Might be a go around. I'm going to keep these guys moving because I need to get this arrival in. Qantas 7457, continue taxi. Qantas 7547. Qantas 7457, taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet. Qantas 7685, runway 34, clear to land, exit to taxiway Foxtrot. I think this is probably going to be a go around. Jetstar 6185, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 09, clear to land, brakes
No, we're good.
924.
Beautiful. Just in time. Ghana Eastern 1507 heavy, pushback approved, facing west. I have no idea why he's in
Pushback approved facing west. Jetstar 3799er.
Shanghai Airlines delivery, but it is what it is. Velocity 3534, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Yankee via Alpha.
Pushback approved facing
Jetstar 3799, runway 34. Qantas 4020, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 1876, cross runway 34. Gonna get one across, I think.
runway 34 via Alpha Juliet.
Qantas 7685, taxi to terminal via Echo. I'll have to send him up Echo because we've got China East and push him back here.
Runway 09er, line up and wait, get this to 568.
And I think he's going in there, so he's just going to have to wait, unfortunately. Rex 9909, pushback approved, facing south. Velocity 7708, runway 34. Jetstar 6185, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 2168, runway 34, line up and wait. I have to try and squeeze another departure out if I can.
Runway 34 via Alpha, Kansas 8179.
Velocity 3345, pushback approved, facing west. Qantas 308, pushback approved, facing north. Come on, hurry up.
Command property error, engine F356 heavy.
There, where's Rex going? Rex 9924, taxi to ramp via Alpha.
Takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure, engine F356.
Jetstar 1995, taxi to ramp via Alpha Yankee Sierra. Jetstar, let's come where? Velocity 2168, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Just in time. JetX 2653, pushback approved, facing west. Jetstar 1995, taxi to the intersection of Yankee and Sierra via Alpha.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of
Lima 5083, runway 34. Velocity 3534, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Juliet. Singapore 6626 heavy, runway 34, cleared to land. Exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Can get him in just in time.
Runway 34 clear to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot, Kansas 7457.
Jetstar 8695, runway 34, line up and wait. We're not going to get the Q-Link out. Rex 9908, runway 34 at Juliet. Velocity 3534, runway 34 at Juliet. I'm going to send him that way as well, I think.
Hold short of taxiway Echo, brakes 924.
Velocity 3345, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Juliet via Alpha. Ghana Eastern 1507 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Uniform via Tango Alpha. I need to get him across. Please come off at Foxtrot.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Sierra and Whiskey via Sierra.
Jetstar 8695, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34
Dynasty 9534 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait. JetX 2653, runway 34 at Juliet. I'm going to try and get Rex out as well. Q-Link 1859, runway 09, cleared to land. No, not go around. Q-Link 1859, contact departure. Q-Link 1859, contact departure. Rex 9909, runway 34, line up and wait. Qantas Q-Link 1879, runway 09, line up and wait. Q-Link 1876, runway 09, line up and wait. Q-Link 7041, runway Q-Link 7041, cross runway 34. Singapore 6626 heavy, taxi to terminal via Alpha. Qantas 308, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Rex 9909, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 4875, runway 34. Jetstar 1995, taxi to ramp via Sierra.
Runway 34, weather.
Velocity 530, pushback approved facing west. Velocity 95. Velocity 9850, pushback approved facing west. Jetstar 2583, pushback approved facing west. Q-Link 9039, pushback approved facing north. Qantas 1590, pushback approved facing north.
Runway 34.
Q-Link 1876, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Get him out as quick as we can. Qantas Eastern 1507 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Juliet via Alpha.
Pushback approved facing west. Velocity 7708.
Velocity 9850, pushback approved facing west. Rex 3114, pushback approved facing south. Qantas Eastern 1507 heavy, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Yankee. Dynasty 9534 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 308, runway 09 via Echo. Qantas 8040, pushback approved facing east. Qantas 8040, pull back to the gate.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and uniform 5 Victor uniform cap 7457.
Velocity 3345, runway 34. Jetstar 4784, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Q-Link 7041, runway 09, line up and wait. Jetstar 3799, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34, clear to land. Q-Link 54.
Jetstar 2583, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Alpha. Qantas 1590, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Echo Tango via Echo. Q-Link 7041, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 308, cross runway 34. Singapore 520 heavy, pushback approved facing south. Jetstar 2583, runway 09 via Alpha Echo. Qantas 8617, pushback approved facing east. Q-Link 9039. Oh. Where did he go?
And hold at the intersection of taxiway Echo and Alpha via Echo. Q-Link 7041.
Why did he go all the way down that way? Weird.
Runway 34 at Juliet.
Didn't notice that one, but that was an interesting one. Okay, Jetstar 3799, runway 34, cleared for immediate take. Jetstar 3799, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Rex 3144, runway 34 at Juliet. China Eastern 1507 Heavy, runway 34 via Alpha. I don't know what Jetstar we're doing all the way down there.
Runway 34.
Jetstar 4784, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Yankee via Victor. Q-Link 9039, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Q-Link 4844, pushback approved facing north. Qantas 308, runway 09, line up and await.
Runway 34, line up.
Jetstar 1114, runway 34, cleared to land exit at taxiway Foxtrot.
Taxi to ramp, Y Tango, Q-Link 54.
Alright, we're going to get this velocity out now. Qantas 1590, runway 09 via Echo. Velocity 530, taxi to the intersection of Uniform and Alpha. Velocity 5354, runway 34, line up and wait. Velocity 3534, runway 34, line up and wait. Qantas 308, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 2583, cross runway 34. Qantas 8040, pushback approved facing north.
Runway 09er, line up and wait, Qantas 4020.
Jetstar 1114, taxi to terminal. We're just getting rolling down there for now. Jetstar 4784, taxi to terminal via Yankee. That's fine, as long as he's not going to go all the way down that again. Velocity 3534, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 2583, runway 09, line up and wait. Jetstar 1114, taxi to the intersection of Victor and Yankee via Victor. Velocity 530, runway 34 via Alpha. Velocity 9850, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha. Velocity 7701, pushback approved facing west. Velocity 495, pushback approved facing west. Jetstar 9994, runway 34. Jetstar 9974, runway 34, cleared to land exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Is he pushing?
Runway 34, clear from
Velocity 2742, pushback approved facing west.
contact departure. C-turn 801.
Velocity 350, velocity 9850, runway 34 via Alpha. Velocity 7708, runway 34, line up and wait. Q-Link 9039, runway 09 via Echo. Singapore 520, heavy taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Golf. Qantas 8617, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Echo via Echo. Qantas 7554, pushback approved facing north. Jetstar 2583, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 1590, cross runway 34. Qantas 9015, heavy pushback approved facing west. There's not going to be many more pushbacks, I don't think. I think there's one more.
Continue taxi break, liner 24.
We could check the arrivals. Probably about another 7 or 8 arrivals, I think.
Runway 34, clear to land. Exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Jetstar 19905.
Velocity 7708, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And I think the JetX going next, I think. Singapore 520 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha. Velocity 495, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Golf via Alpha. Velocity 2742, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha. Jetstar 9974, taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Uniform via Alpha. Qantas 8617, runway 09 via Echo. Qantas 9977, runway 34, cleared to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot.
Runway 34, line up and late 804.
Okay, he's going. He's there. Qantas 7554, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. JetX 2653, runway 34, line up and wait. And Steamer 5083, runway 34, line up and wait. Qantas 1590 is not ready, so we're just going to get these two across. Q-Link 9039, cross runway 34. Qantas 8617, cross runway 34. Jetstar 1114, taxi to terminal via Yankee. Qantas 1590, runway 09, line up and wait. Qantas 8040, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. JetX 2653, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34.
Q-Link 4844, runway... Q-Link 4844, taxi to the intersection of Echo and Alpha via Echo. Qantas 9977, taxi to terminal via Tango. Qantas 9977, hold position. What about him? He's there. Qantas 9015, heavy taxi to the intersection of Alpha and Uniform via Alpha. Steamer 5083, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 342 for immediate takeoff.
Qantas 4875, runway 34, line up and wait. Velocity 2742, runway 34 via Alpha. Qantas 7554, runway 09 via Echo.
Runway 09er.
Velocity 495, runway 34 via Alpha. Jetstar 9974, taxi to ramp via Alpha. Velocity 7701, taxi to the intersection of Golf and Alpha. Qantas 1590, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-Link 9039, runway 09er, line up and wait. Qantas 9977, continue taxi. Qantas 8040, runway 09er via Echo. Qantas 4875, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Taxi and hold.
Q-Link 4844, runway 09 via Echo.
Jetstar 1995.
I've got one more pushback to do, I think.
Continue taxi. Qantas 4875.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more arrivals.
Runway 34 cleared for immediate takeoff.
Qantas 901, actually. Velocity 7701, runway 34 via Alpha. Q-Link 1859, runway 34, cleared to land, exit to taxiway Foxtrot. Can we get one across? Qantas 7554, crush runway 34.
Continue taxi. Qantas 7457.
Yeah. Qantas 8040, cross runway 34. Get these guys across. Qantas 9015 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha. Q-Link 4844, cross runway 34. Q-Link 4844, cross runway 34. Hurry up please and get across. Qantas 1803, pushback approved facing west. Qantas 9015 heavy, runway 34 via Alpha. Jetstar 409, pushback approved facing west. We're not going to be able to get a departure out, I don't think.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Juliet at Qantas 7457.
These two are really close together. I think this might be a go-around with how slow he is.
Runway 34 clear to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot, Qantas 7685.
There's only 500 feet behind him, so hurry up. Got quite a few departures to get out here.
Jetstar 6185. Pushback approved, facing west. China Eastern 1507 head.
I think we might have to wait for all three of these arrivals coming before we get another departure out.
Taxi have hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and ANT by Alpha. Velocity 3534. Runway 34, Jetstar 379 and 9er.
Qantas 3571, runway 34, clear to land.
Altitude 1000, contact departure, Qantas 4020.
Might be going around because of how slow he's being.
Cross runway 34, Q-link 1876.
Gonna be close. Is he gonna get off the runway?
Taxi to terminal vehicle, Qantas 7685. Pushback approved, facing southwest 9909er.
Is he gonna land? No. I knew that was gonna happen. Qantas 3571, turn right, heading 100, contact departure. Qantas 38908, runway 34, clear to land, exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Q-link 1859, a taxi to terminal via Echo. Qantas 1802, runway 34 via Alpha.
Takeoff, reaching altitude 1000, contact departure, Jetstar 6185.
Oh, annoying.
Runway, velocity 2168.
Okay, we're gonna get Rex going, Velocity going, and a few of these guys going in between. We've got a bit of a gap to get some departures out here now.
Pushback approved, facing north. Qantas 308.
Start with Q-link 9039, I think. Well, that's another go around, so that it's another one go. Velocity 3345, runway 34, line up and away. It's been quite a fun schedule, it's just annoying when them go around sometimes.
Taxi to ramp by Alpha, empty Sierra, Jetstar 1995.
Okay, then we get Rex lining up as well. Rex 3114, runway 34, line up and wait. As soon as he's down, we'll get him moving. Qantas 8617, runway 09, line up and wait. Q-link 9039, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Get him rolling while he's touching down.
Pushback approved, facing west, Jet X2653.
Where's Qantas going? It's going in the... Qantas 3898, taxi to terminal via Tango.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway empty and Sierra by Alpha.
Quite a fun airport this, especially when you try and use both runways. I mean, you could just use one and just kind of keep things moving as a single runway, but it's fun doing this. Rex 3114, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. We're getting the China Eastern Heavy out just before the arrival, so we've got that separation. So there goes our first one. These Qantas look really nice, don't they? Beautiful A321 in the yellow Qantas.
Runway 34, line up and wait, Jetstar 8695. Runway 34, Juliet, 90909er.
Okay, Rex is moving. China Eastern 1507 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait. Velocity 3345, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 409, runway 34 via Kilo. No, Jetstar 409, runway 34 via Alpha. And then behind that one.
Runway 34, Juliet.
China Eastern's lining up. So we should be able to get probably a couple more actually. Don't think we'll get that velocity. Ideally we probably could have had one at Juliet. Not that many more departures to go though, so we always try and aim for the hour. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more arrivals, I think.
Runway 34, clear for immediate takeoff.
Qantas 8617, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 7554, runway 09er, line up and wait. Probably able to get him out as well, I think. Qantas 1802, whereabouts are you going actually?
534 heavy.
Jetstar 409er, runway 34 at Juliet via Victor. Jetstar 409er, runway 34 at Juliet via Victor. Send him to there.
Runway 34 at Juliet.
Janet Eastern 1507 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 530, runway 34, line up and wait. I can get him out as well, I think.
Runway 09er, go around Q-link 18.
That was annoying, that go around, wasn't it? I tried to say clear for immediate takeoff and it went to go around.
Melbourne departure on 118.9er. Q-link 18.
Instead of runway 09, right? It's just apparently, I said go around. Yeah, we should be able to get one more off each runway. Not that many more departures left to go though, we still have a few arrivals.
On the ground. Fueling 1876.
With a nice heavy, he's off to Shanghai. I don't think that's meant to be China Eastern.
Line up and wait.
Onto 7554, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 8040, runway 09er, line up and wait. It's going to be close, but we should be able to just squeeze him out.
Command property error. Fueling 7041. Cross runway 34. Fueling 7041.
Velocity 530, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Nope, it's fine, he's at 1000 feet.
Airport 6626 heavy.
We're going to be able to squeeze a departure out in between
Taxi
these.
and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Echo and Alpha via Echo. Qantas 308.
There goes the Qantas. He is off to Brisbane.
Runway 34 cleared for immediate takeoff by reaching altitude 1000. Contact.
Velocity 7104, runway 34 cleared to land. This might be, yeah, there's only 800 feet, so we're not going to be able to line someone up and depart him in 800 feet, no chance.
Taxi to Rampa by Sierra. Jetstar 199 at 5.
Unless we get the other one rolling. Might be able to get the other one rolling.
Pushback
In between
approach
these.
West velocity 530.
Command property error. Velocity 90850.
Should be able to get the other one rolling because he is lined up. So as soon as he sits down, we're going to move. Qantas 8040, runway 09er, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Q-link 4844, runway 09er, line up and wait. Q-link 4844, runway 09er, line up and wait. Doesn't like me saying Q-link for some reason.
Pushback approved facing north. Fueling 9039.
Jetstar 38, nope. Jetstar 3486, runway 34, line up and wait. Why am I saying line up and wait? Jetstar 3486, runway 34, cleared to land. Again, we're probably not going to be able to get a departure out in between these two.
Runway 09 cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude.
So we'll get Q-link 4844 rolling, I think.
1876.
Velocity 7104, taxi to terminal via uniform.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Alpha and Juliet via Alpha. Try
I
Eastern
don't think we can line someone up in 1000 feet. Velocity 90850, runway 34, line up and wait. I'm going to risk it.
Pushback approved facing west. Velocity 90850.
I need to try and squeeze these departures up.
Pushback approved facing south. Rex 3114.
I mean, he needs to be rolling in about 10 seconds, so we're just going to have to roll him. Velocity 90850, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. He needs to roll. Ah, this is a go around 100%.
Runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff and reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, Dynasty 9er 534 Heavy.
Runway 09er via Echo, Qantas 308.
I don't think we're going to be able to get the heavy departure out. I think this is going to be a go around anyway, so if it is, we'll get the heavy out. Jetstar 3486 taxi to terminal via Alpha. Velocity 1847, runway 34, go around, turn right, heading 120, contact departure. Singapore 520 heavy, runway 34, line up and wet. Absolutely no chance of getting him down. He's still rolling. He would be touching down about now, so yeah. As I said, there was no chance of getting that in.
Runway 34, velocity 3345.
So beautiful flying right overhead as well.
Runway 34, cleared to land.
Yeah.
Exit at taxiway
We would have had no chance. Singapore 520 heavy, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Nice go around though.
Runway 09er, line up and wait, Q-link 7041.
So he'll head off that way to head 120 and we'll get him back on the approach.
Jetstar 379er.
We're going to go for 3 departures in the next interval.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Echo and Alpha by Alpha. Jetstar 2583.
So we've got whatever that was, 1847. Time is he meant to land?
Taxi and hold at the intersection of Taxiway Echo and Echo Tango via Echo.
He disappears off my arrival board now.
Runway 09er, clear for immediate takeoff.
So,
reaching
it's
altitude
probably going to
1000,
be
contact departure, Q-link
Q-link,
7041.
Jetstar. Velocity 2953, runway 34, clear to land.
Cross the runway 34, Qantas 308.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 more departures to get out. Velocity 2742, runway 34, line up and wet.
Runway 09er by Alpha Echo.
Getting airborne about
Jetstar
now.
2583.
Oh, we've got another pushback apparently. Velocity 4757, pushback approved facing west. Jetstar 409, runway 34, line up and wet. Q-link 4844, runway 09, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Pushback approved, facing east. Qantas 8617. Runway 34, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 379er.
Go on Q-link, hurry up because we need to get these two departures up. Velocity 2953, taxi to terminal via Golf. Jetstar 409, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 by Alpha, China Eastern 1507 heavy.
Can we get 3 departures going?
At the intersection of taxiway Victor and Yankee 5 Victor. Jetstar 4784.
We're going to risk it. Velocity 495, runway 34, line up and wet. Velocity 2742, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And then he should be lifting off about now.
Pushback approved facing
He's
west.
rolling,
Q-link
he's landing.
4844.
Gonna be close. Velocity 4561, is he the last one?
Runway 09er, line up and wait. Qantas 308.
Yes. No, there's one more behind him and then that's it, that's the last one.
Runway 34, clear to land. Exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Jetstar 1114.
Come on, get rolling.
Runway 09er via Echo. Qantas 1590.
Velocity 495, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Yep, just in time. Velocity 45, velocity 4757, runway 34 at Juliet via Victor.
Coming from start velocity 530.
Should be able to get him out. In between the arrivals. There's 3 on approach. It says there's 4 on approach actually. Oh, velocity 1847 to go around, isn't it? Qantas 3571, runway 34 clear to land. Qantas 3571, runway 34 clear to land. Velocity 7701, runway 34, line up and wait. Need him lined up as soon as he's vacating. Hopefully just be able to squeeze him out. Don't think we'll be able to squeeze the heavy out in between the next 2.
Facing north, Qantas 8040. Taxi to terminal Jetstar 1114.
As soon as he is off the radar, I'll be coming back in.
Taxi to terminal 590, Jetstar 4784.
Velocity 7701. Runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Be able to just roll because as soon as he starts rolling, he'll be vacating, so that's fine.
Clear for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Velocity 3534.
He's vacating and then he'll start rolling now. Qantas 3571 taxi to terminal via Tango. He's rolling. We're going to risk getting the heavy out, but I don't think we're going to be able to. It's going to be close.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Victor and Yankee via Victor. Jetstar 1114.
If we have a go around, we have a go around. It's the end of the video anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Velocity 2447, runway 34 clear to land. Qantas 9015 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait. We need him to be fully ready, so I'm going to get him lined up early.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Alpha velocity 9.
Hopefully they're not going to crash into each other. He should fly like
Pushback approved, facing west.
directly in front of him.
7701.
There we go. And as soon as he's vacating, he should be ready.
Pushback approved, facing west, velocity 4905.
He's up in the air. You just have to time everything perfectly. The thing, if you run a single runway, you've got to time that perfectly all the time. So you are going to get go-arounds. Qantas 9015 heavy, runway 34 cleared for immediate takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Get him rolling. Should be alright, actually.
Runway 34 cleared to land. Exit at taxiway Foxtrot. Jetstar
3 more departures to go, and then we're done. We've pretty much perfectly done this in an hour and 15, an hour and 20. Probably about right for 88 movements. Especially on a config like this anyway. Velocity 2447 taxi to terminal via Alpha Yankee.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Velocity 7708.
Velocity 4561, runway 34 clear to land. Nice, 33300 off to Singapore, similar to the other one earlier on. Hopefully. They're just timed perfectly. Should rotate about here. He's at 100 feet. Perfect. Qantas 1802, runway 34, line up and wait.
Taxi and hold at the intersection of taxiway Alpha and Echo via Echo.
Velocity 4757, runway 34, line up and wait.
Pushback approved, facing north. Qantas 7554. Runway 09er, clear for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Velocity 4561, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf. It's quite good having these 3 taxiways.
Cross runway 24, Qantas 1590.
Velocity 4757, runway 34, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Okay, we've got them all in. The only one I'm missing is this one down here, which is probably coming back in now, which is the go-around that we had earlier on. But we're just going to leave it there anyway, just because of time. I do need to kind of hurry up and finish the end of the video. But yeah, overall pretty fun. We're gone a little bit over in terms of time of what we expect, but I just wanted to preload the 1 hour today, just to see if we could get all of that in, and we did pretty much get it all in. Just over an hour and 15 minutes worth of gameplay. It's quite a fun airport this. I don't know why I never come back to it. I kept putting it off to play and kind of come back to it, but obviously using the other runways is a little bit more complicated. Using the 16 and 27 was easier last time. I suppose you had your arrivals coming in on 270. You did that. We had more arrivals last time than this time as well. Probably made that a little bit easier with this config. I generally trying to weight my movements towards departures rather than arrivals, just because when you do have arrivals sometimes and you've got to get your departures out, it sometimes messes them up, and you can get more departures out than you can in terms of arrivals with the way that the speed is sometimes as well. Like we had the Rex coming in really slow, we had the Q-Link coming in slow, so the one behind it going around, so stuff like that. So but overall, pretty fun schedule. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know what you think. If you do like the content, please do give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. But that's it for the end of this one. As always, if you do have any suggestions for anything you do want to see in the future, then please do let me know. And if there's any questions or comments around the game or this video in general, drop them in the comments, or my Discord is linked in the description below, and you can either drop me a message in there or drop me a direct message as well. But that's it for the end of this one. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.